Hello everybody and welcome back to Knaveswell Farm Extended. This is episode 3 and today we're going to be taking over Manor Farm. This is a farm which is new to Knaveswell Extended and we don't own anything near it, we don't own any fields, we don't own the yard itself. So yeah, what we really need to do is try and claim it as our own. So to do that we need to go right out of here, I think, when we get to the end of here. Basically continue on this road. And this will go past the shop. And what I really want to do is buy the surrounding 3 fields, if we can do. And I feel that would be the best way of claiming it. So if we can do that, then that is a massive step in the right direction for the farm. This is the all new area. Like I said yesterday, we're going to be probably spending a lot of time in this new area, more so than the original area. Although we will venture back, but I would like to spend a lot of time here. So yeah, I think if we just head on straight down here, yeah, straight down here, we will eventually get to Manor Farm. There it is. Field 78 is to our right hand side. Field 77 is just here, the grass field. This is the farm itself, and as you can see, lots of storage. And really what I'm looking for, because we've totally packed out Knaveswell Farm itself. That's the blue box near field number 8. So yeah, we've totally overflowed it. We need to now move on to a different yard to fill up. And this is obviously a perfect candidate for that. Right, so what shall I do? I need to probably reverse into here, if I can do. Is that gate open? Yep. And we're not going to drive around the fields buying them, we'll just run around. We'll put the baler in this barn. Oh, don't want to jackknife it too much. Very close. Yeah, straight back into here. And that can stay in here temporarily. There we go. Right, so field number 77, the first one we need to buy. How much is it going to cost? This could be interesting. How do you get in? Go through here. Got lots of cows. Hello cows. The field is accessible through somewhere. Back here. It should be a gate. I think I'm missing the main entrance. It could be off the road. Oh, okay. Let's do field number 76 first of all. Go through here. These are all grass fields. So we can do a lot of haymaking if we want to, also silaging if we need to. But oh, they're good prices. 15,000 for that one. I was expecting that to cost way more. So yeah, how do you get to field 77? Totally lost here. Well, as far as I can see, you have to go through field number 78 to get to 77. We might as well buy this as well. That was a smaller field, but only £2,000 off. I feel to have been slightly ripped off. Oh no, the prices are good anyway. Right, this one should be very expensive. This is a big field. And we're going to cut every single one in one go. And then whatever job it is we decide to do, whether it's baling, silaging, maybe, I don't know, hay bale, silage bale, something along those lines. We'll do everything together. That was £26,000. That is understandable though. Decent prices. Right, so the last field we do need to buy is field number 70. And I'm guessing once again you have to get through the yard to get to it. So we'll run past the cows, past the seed. And yes, I would guess it's through here. It's a bit of a maze, isn't it? This is a maze of a map. This field actually has a crop in it. And it looks like, well, it's definitely cereal. I'm not too sure which one, we'll have to check. So basically they have bought 3 grass fields and 1 arable field. And the price is obviously reflected here. I think we will buy it though. We've got to. Otherwise we can't claim it as our own. So we now own Manor Farm. Fantastic. We can now bring as much equipment as the farm will hold. And I think probably the conveyor belt, which we've got stored in a silage pit over at Knaveswell Farm, I think we'll bring that over too. I'm totally lost here. Right, what I do want to do is get the lorry going because we need to move some of the essentials to Manor Farm things which won't really be used too much here. For example, this Euroboss 330T or 330T. The combine, no, I think that can probably stay here. And basically anything else to do with the grass work I think can probably go. So I'll have a bit of a hunt around. Here we go. The tedder can go. Possibly the mowers, but they can probably go on the same trip. Yeah. So yeah, I'll just move the combine out of the way. I'll have a bit of a rearrange. It's way overdue. I did say at the beginning of this series that this farm was going to be tidied up. We can start today, but I don't think I'll finish it today. It's quite a big job. Tidying up is something which I need to do in every episode. I'll just put this through here. It is only the reset field, but it doesn't really matter. It's grass anyway. There we go. The Dominator needs to be moved. Everything would be done in due course. It probably makes sense if we own the reset field. Yep, we'll buy it. Our money is dramatically dropping. I'll have to stop getting so carried away. Right, here we go. Into the lorry. For those of you who are interested in my RC Monday series, or when it was going, I am going to actually return that series. I'm sure a lot of you will be very pleased about that. I have got a few things lined up. Is there a hedge in there? I'm worried I'm going to crash. Some pretty atrocious driving. And there is actually a brand new excavator coming soon from Siku. This month, I think, or maybe... No, it'll be beginning of October. I think it's about 20 days away. And I'm looking to get that for an RC Monday episode. Where's that Claas Axos? We're going to need it. Have I totally blocked the exit to it? Yes, I have. There we go. That's good. Yeah, so yeah, RC Monday is going to return. I was doing a lot of those sort of RC buggy monster truck things, and I might do a few more in the future. But as this is a farming dedicated channel, I would rather do the agricultural vehicles. But both are good. Construction as well, of course. The plan is basically here just to put the forager on, then probably the front mower, and I suppose we could fit the rake on there, or the tedder on there as well. Yeah, probably just the tedder. There we go. Obviously this is our sort of yard shunting tractor, or shunter tractor, and also it's going to be used as well as the refueler for the diesel Bowser. Yes, that lorry is in a very bad position there. That's better. Right, okay, onto the low loader. This isn't the original low loader, which you get in the base game. It's actually the same one which I used on the Southwest Norway episode when I did the roleplay. It's a very good one. Alright, if we can get that right to the top, that would be good. Not always too easy. Can we? Yep, just about squeeze it through there. Hopefully it stays on in place. Next we need to get the rake, and on the back of there we'll put the front mower. Right, okay. Ah, this steering wheel. Right, okay, so we'll attach that there and put the PTO on. Yeah, there should be space. I'm hoping there is, otherwise it's kind of pointless as taking it on the low loader. We could have just put it on a tractor. But with a bit of luck, yeah, that should do it. Okay, that's the tedder on there. And finally, the front mower. It's getting very hard to get through here. And yeah, we're going to need the front linkage for this, so my guess is you have to press, is it Z? No, it's the bonnet. No, we don't want to put the bonnet up. It's X for the front linkage. So let's just get detached. It's going to look pretty big on here. It's a big mower for the tractor. As long as it can actually get it onto the trailer, we'll be fine. And it's just about up. There we go. Perfect. And what a fit that is as well. Only just fitting on the back there. So let's get the ramp up. It's all on. It's not that straight, but as long as it stays in place, we should be fine. Off to Manor Farm. And while we're going there, it might be quite fun to play with the in-cab entertainment. By that I mean the cameras. You can see your load from above there. That must be like a dash cam. Looking back at the trailer. Down the side. And on top of the cab, I think. Looking backwards. So we can see everything perfectly. We'll definitely know if something falls off, but it really shouldn't do. This is a perfect opportunity to drive slow and take a good look at the map. Just wondering if these mirrors work. I don't think they do. No, pretty sure they don't. Well, this is where it gets interesting. I hope nothing falls off. Actually handled pretty well there. And here we are. Manor Farm. Just need to get it in the gateway, which is easier said than done. That's pretty tight. Oh, just about. Yeah, it's clipping. That is very tight. Okay, so we did lose the mower just about, but it's hanging off the edge. So we'll take this off first of all, and we need to find a good place for it. Some pretty good sheds just here. Make sure that is lowered. Yes, for some weird reason, these mowers hate to lift up. Believe it or not, that mower is on its highest setting. So, yeah, it's as good as it gets, I'm afraid. They're not my favourite, and I would rather replace them, actually. I've had a lot of comments saying, please replace all your tractors. I think that would be quite a very costly thing to do for a farm. Just randomly go and change them all. But as for some of the equipment, yes, it does need to be done. So, I haven't got a problem with that. And we will be adding and removing from our fleet of tractors over time. What the? That has actually spun round on the trailer. Incredible. There we go. So that is why having a front loader is very handy. I've managed to turn it round with the front loader. So we'll drop it off over here as well. And then it'll just be the forage wagon after that, and then we'll be done. I'm not going to move anything else today because it's not the most fun job ever. We probably should get cracking with these fields around us now, the ones we've just bought. We do need to check what crop is actually in field number 70 though. Let's have a quick look, because yeah, it looks like a cereal crop to me, but I'm not too sure. Field 70 is wheat. Okay, so yeah, not the most interesting crop ever. It would have been nice if it was sunflowers, oats or rye. Well, it definitely wasn't sunflowers, but yeah, it would have been good, but oh, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter too much. Field 100 looks pretty decent. Should probably... Hang on. We do own it. We own field 100. That's one we should probably harvest soon. Let's just keep that thing upright. Come on, stay upright. There we go. Good. Okay, final thing. Slowly does it. There we go. I've got a brick wall in front of us. Perfect. Right. So we'll traverse this into the final bay. I think there is, yeah, space for another one. And there. We might not even use this, I don't know. We might need it at some point for the livestock, but it's not going to be something I use an awful lot, this forage wagon, so I can stay there. We'll switch the engine off and we'll just go and fold up this trailer. Yeah, that's the thing about Knaveswell Farm. I really do love it, but The really tight yards can be frustrating, but I suppose you just got to live with it, because that's what it's like in real life in some farms. We can actually get away with turning around in this field. That makes life a lot easier. And I love the rear view camera as well. It's very handy. Right, so let's just head back to Knaveswell farm itself, and we're going to sort a few things out of there. We've got the combine to do, 2 combines to do. So, got a bit of a question for everyone. What should we do regarding the animals? Because before, in version 1, we were progressing quite well with them. I had sheep, I had cows, and there were some chickens as well. But now I've transferred to extended, they've all disappeared. So, shall I buy them again, or shall I add them in the XML file as if they had never gone? I can't really decide what to do for the best here, so please do let me know what you think would be the most realistic thing to do. I would probably say adding them back in the XML file would be more realistic, because they wouldn't have disappeared in the first place. You don't just change maps in real life. So yeah, anyway, let me know, and I would love to hear what you've got to say about it, and we'll do the most realistic thing. Anyway, get rid of this first of all. It can actually go back on its fuel bowser, because it's pretty much the only thing this is going to be doing, this tractor. This and shunting. It's just a little runabout tractor, that sort of thing. There we go. And I think I'm going to keep these combines in here. We own the field. This is our storage field, like an overflow. There just isn't the space in the yard for these, so if we line them up here, that should look pretty neat. Very similar to what we do in multiplayer, actually. And with regards to the combine, or the combines, I think what I'm going to do is just park them in this field, because we own the field. It's going to be like an overflow field. Very similar idea as what we do in multiplayer. We basically designate a field or two to storage of the many vehicles, and that way it just keeps the yard congestion free. So put this one here. It also keeps it very neat. And then the Dominator, not too sure why there's a big bag there. We do need to get rid of it, but we'll at least get this thing moved as well first of all. There we go. And we'll just park that next to this one. Perfect. Right. So things are getting back on track at least. We've still got this lorry just here. I'm not too sure where to put that. I guess back in the storage field as well. Because we're getting some large equipment here, but we don't really have anywhere to put it. So this is all I can think of. What was that? Bit of a bump in the ground there. That is weird. There we go. Right. So that is everything done. And actually, we've done a lot of clearing up today. So we shouldn't need to do any more of that for a long time. If I just do a little bit in every episode, then that'll make things a lot neater. Right, so we have almost run out of time. I'm not sure if we can start anything else today, so we'll leave it fresh for tomorrow. Down here is still a little bit messy, but on the whole it's not so bad, just these in here. We'll head back over to Manor Farm. So yeah, I think really tomorrow what I might do is rent the Big M. Probably not something you would see every day. But yes, we've got a lot of land to cover. We've got fields 76, 77 and 78 to do. And yeah, let me know. What should we do with it? Shall we row it up and then maybe rent a forage harvester, throw it into a trailer as chaff and then ferment it in a silage pit? Or shall we turn them into hay bales? I think, well, I know where the money is. Is that right? Is that right? I'm not too sure, because this is still a pre-release version. I would say that isn't right, but I'm not too sure. But yeah, let me know. Tomorrow we'll do that anyway, and it's going to be silage or hay. Doesn't really matter either way, because both will be used for feed, but if we do need to sell anything, the silage would obviously be better. But until next time, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you again in the next episode. Bye for now.